Welcome to the 2023 Winter Classic Student Cluster Competition Studio Update Show. Now, here are your hosts, Dan Olds and Addison Snell.
Hello, everybody. Dan Olds here. It is time for another 2023 Winter Classic Invitational Studio Update Show, Team Interview Edition. I'm here alone because Addison is out on assignment. So, who are we talking to today? We are talking to the team from Prairie View, and that would be 2022 Winter Classic Championship Prairie View. How y'all doing today?
Wonderful.
Good.
Great, Dan. Yeah.
Good. Well, let's meet you folks. Let's start with you, Jalen. What's your deal?
I'm Jalen Graham, electrical engineering major from Garland, Texas. This is my first time doing almost anything to do at HPC. So I'm just, along for the ride, getting to learn as much as I can and trying to make as much of an impact as I can. So.
Very good. Very good. Did you know about supercomputers and HPC before this?
All I knew
it was a thing.
I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know I had worked in a terminal before, but I never understood just the difference. I've never really understood the difference between CPUs and GPUs. So just God makes it a lot clearer how HPCs can be so much more computationally strong than other computers.
When you've got to cluster them together, they get powerful.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Spencer, how about you?
So my name is Spencer Anderson. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas. I'm an electrical engineering major, also a senior. Before this, I didn't really know too much about supercomputers, as like Jalen said. Yeah, but I do enjoy learning about it, learning more things about the terminal and what the capabilities of supercomputers are, and how to, define or little things like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff to know about supercomputers because this actually is rocket science, as you probably have learned or are learning or will soon learn. How about you, Sheik? Tell us a little something about yourself.
All right, this is me, Sheikh Ahmed.
Sheikh, sorry.
Yeah, so Sheikh Ahmed, I'm doing my PhD in electrical and computer engineering. So my major is computer engineering, and my research interest is predominantly related to cybersecurity and machine learning. But this is a great opportunity to learn about supercomputers and how the cluster works and how intensifying computing works, since machine learning nowadays, actually machine learning needs a lot of computational power.
Oh yeah.
So it is kind of helpful on my research, and I got to have like a real life experience right now with the teams to how actually submit our job to the like a supercomputer or a cluster or a certain nodes and everything. So yeah, that's a great experience indeed.
Very cool. Very good. And someone that maybe some folks out there that follow student cluster competitions will know, Tyler Mannings. How you doing, Tyler?
I think you are mute. Something.
Sorry.
Tyler might be. There he comes. Okay.
Yeah,
when we know Tyler from the Prairie View team last year, and he was also on the combined Texacal team at SC22. So you're the old veteran here, man.
Yeah, by comparison, I suppose it's been a kind of trial by fire. I get a lot of experience and had a blast learning about HPC, submitting jobs and benchmarks and running the seismic applications and all kinds of things.
Very cool. Yeah. It's great to have you back. And one thing, I have a soft spot in my heart for you guys because you were the first ones to sign up your school for the 2021 Winter Classic Student Cluster Competition. So you took a chance and hopefully it's paying off.
Definitely time.
How are we enjoying the competition so far? We learning stuff?
Definitely learning a lot. I mean, I know that I'll kind of let Spencer and Jalen and Sheik talk, but in a bit. But I know that this is some of our first experiences even using a Linux terminal. So the knowledge gap that's been bridged here is huge, and there's a lot of stuff that we're learning on the fly, and going from 0 to 100 basically, and a really strong crash course.
What about the rest of you? You've been learning a lot?
Yes, so I've learned a lot actually. The past I've done some work in the terminal as I mentioned before, but it was more so I had a lot more guidance, and it wasn't to do with supercomputing. It was just more so working in the kernel. So here I was SSHing into the device I was working on before, but here being able to know that I'm on a supercomputer or a terminal and kind of seeing the difference between that and what you're traditionally used to using. It's kind of like a shock at first, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. You get muscle memory, choosing your directory and copying and moving around, things like that. And so I think the thing that I've just really, I think I've learned a lot just about being more independent within the terminal and being able to pull in files from outside sources whenever I'm SSH'd, and being able to batch jobs and things like that.
Yeah.
That I have any understanding of how
the
to do.
mechanics.
Right.
And all the mechanics.
Right.
Well, and you're kind of, in the, what we just finished the LinPack and HPCG, you guys were driving a Ferrari in that. That's pretty close to the same architecture as the fastest supercomputer in the world.
Really?
Yeah, that's close to the Frontier architecture, and also a system called Perlmutter that is at NERSC. So you were on some serious $1 million plus hardware just in the little chunks you were using.
Yes, sir.
It was a big deal. Yeah. So any of you thinking about HPC as a career?
Personally, I kind of have always been like a hardware man, always been like digital design, that kind of thing. But the
Love
more
the
I
hardware.
get involved with HPC, the more I think, well, I can probably do hardware there too. There's always a lot of opportunity and just a lot of cool stuff going
Plenty
on.
of hardware and cool hardware available in HPC. Yes. How about you, Spencer?
I would. I'd like to, do more than like dip my toe into it. Like I said earlier, this is my first experience with it. I'm still getting used to copying folders over and whatnot. During the first week, whenever I did like my first ran my first program, like all the numbers ran through the screen. It looked like some scene out of a movie. So I feel like in
so you're in the Matrix. You're in the Matrix.
Yeah,
all
I feel
of a
like I
sudden.
was in the Matrix. I feel like I'm still in the honeymoon phase of like getting to know like more about terminals and stuff like that. So
well, clusters and MPI and all that kind of stuff. So Sheik, are you we could use cybersecurity people in HPC as well?
Yeah, so definitely, since my research focus is mainly deep learning and cybersecurity.
Deep learning, yep.
Yeah, and definitely for the faster processing, as I told you, supercomputer or like HPC plays a huge role on that. And in our day-to-day life as well, we are kind of like in the cloud-based architecture right now, like AWS and Azure. They actually kind of thinking about like those hybrid architecture, like where they can use like HPC with a regular computer, like so that the people can experience such things. So I think it's a cool career to choose, and not only because like not only the hardcore HPC, guy, not to be a hardcore HPC guy, rather than something hybrid. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of HPC that's taking place in the cloud too. In fact, all of the labs I've talked to are doing both machine learning on making their simulations better, and finding better answers quicker. So there's a lot of that going on as well.
Yes.
So the future is bright for you, my PhD friend. Good job.
Thank you very much. And I have a quick question. I mean, so
Sure.
I was just wondering these things like because there's lots of research going on for the betterment of the quantum computing, which will be a deal breaker for the HPC, because then there will be, I mean, is there any chances is there any chances so that like the HPC could be replaced by the quantum computing device?
No. Quantum computers today, the way that they're looking at them, the way that they're going to be utilized, I'm going to say this with probably about 90% certainty. Think of a quantum computer as an accelerator attached to an HPC system, because the data that's going to need to be fed and pre-processed and post-processed by that quantum computer is going to need supercomputers to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, think of, and this is a gross analogy, but a quantum computer will be much like a GPU is to today's supercomputers.
Okay.
I also doing some quantum work over the summer. I got the big impression that it was going to be a lot of very specified tasks that quantum computer would handle much better than normal computers, and then they would kind of use that data in order to like piece together as a piece of the puzzle into sort of larger programs and like larger problem solving.
That's exactly the way I understand it too. That's the way I'm seeing it. And quantum is going to be a while. We're a ways off still.
Yeah, I mean, the industry cannot even solve the puzzle yet. It's been a while. They are out. I mean, they are trying to get something out, but they cannot. They are not so successful, I would say, about delivering their outcomes.
It's a real tough engineering problem to crack, and we're seeing some progress, but not as quick as a lot of people thought it would be.
Yes.
But it will be a thing. It's just not a thing yet. I'm going to say 5 years.
Yes. I also do think so. Like it's gonna take a while to replace like the conventional computing over the quantum.
That's 10 or 15 years. Yeah.
Or even more, I would say.
Yeah, I think you're right. Good tangent. Good discussion. So you guys are in striking distance. You're middle of the pack. And as we discussed in the pre-call, we've learned we have to start working on HPCG earlier, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Many teams did that. Started working on LinPack and got all wrapped around optimizing it perfectly, and then remembered at the last minute, oh, wait a minute, we've got to do HPCG too. Yeah, but that happens in these competitions, as Tyler knows.
Yeah, it was almost exactly my experience in this competition, and some similar things happened during the SC22 as well. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to let people get to know you. Anybody want to do a shout out to mom or anything? No?
My mom will never see a computer. Never see a computer.
She won't even get as close as YouTube, eh?
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay.
I still have to teach her where the Windows key is, so this is going to be a stretch.
You're pretty confident this isn't going to happen then, huh? Okay. So for everybody except Tyler's mom, thank you for watching, and I want to thank the team for competing, and good luck.
Thank you.
We will talk to you soon.